Good morning, everyone. Happy Independence Day. As we get started, I just have a little something to say. On this date, 241 years ago, in the year of 1776, America began its independence from an oppressive British Empire. The creation of the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution followed. It was not a world power that brought for this new freedom. It was a people desperate to live lives without government domination. A people yearning for a government by the people and for the people. Since our inception, man has fought to preserve this freedom and help those seeking the same. There is no force more powerful than the desire to be free. As we celebrate today with friends and family, it is important to remember those that came before us, those that gave the ultimate sacrifice, that allowed us to enjoy these freedoms. And to those, as our veterans here today, we thank you. Remind your children and your grandchildren the price others paid and are still sacrificing today for what we have, and that freedom is definitely not free. It is easy for us to take for granted what so many throughout the world are desperately seeking to find. Let us never allow our government to return to the ways so many fought so hard to be independent of. Thomas Jefferson once wrote, "A government big enough to give you everything you need is big enough to take away everything you have." Take the time to read and understand the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution. So many gave up so much to create the greatest bastion of freedom in the history of the world. Let's preserve it for those that follow us. Thank you. I would ask our Cub Scouts, Hawthorne Troop Pack 1, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our special guests, and I consider everybody here a special guest, but from our town board, I have with us Dennis McCarthy, Councilman, Councilman Mark Rubio, Councilman Nick DiPaolo, Councilwoman Lori Smalley, our town clerk, Tricia Scova, Highway Superintendent, Peter Siliano, and one of our justices, the Honorable Robert Ponzini. At this time, I would ask Alyssa Mussolini, I believe, is that right? Mussolini? To lead us in the national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
That was beautiful. Thank you, Alyssa. At this time, I'd like to introduce Drew McFadden, commander of the Thornwood American Legion.
Good morning, everybody. Just a few short comments. One page. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you this morning. This is a day of celebration and joy. Typically, when we get together on a holiday, it's for sad occasions. It's Memorial Day, where we honor those who died in battle, and Veterans Day, where we honor all those who are defending our country. But today is a birthday. It's our birthday. It's our country's birthday. And all of us from Montauk Point all the way out to the Hawaiian Islands are celebrating and having a party. But back in 1776, it wasn't quite that way. Things were not as much fun. We had been fighting for our independence for over a year by that time. And things were not going well for General Washington and his troops. They hadn't won a battle yet. The country was divided. It sounds familiar. Many still wanted to be associated with the Great Britain, and others were desperate for independence. Here in Westchester, things are awful. Really, really bad. Westchester was no man's land. The British had New York City. The Patriots had Dutchess County and all the counties above us. But Westchester was, nobody owned it. It was fight family against family, patriots against the loyalists. There were skirmishes every day. People were being killed every day. Westchester was the middle of the war. And no one was safe. But in Philadelphia on 4th of July, the Continental Congress finally agreed unanimously, all 13 colonies, that we were to be independent of Great Britain forever. And the Liberty Bell rang, and bells all over the country rang as the word spread from one colony to the others. We are no longer colonies. We are now states. The founding fathers had faith in God and faith in George Washington and faith in their people, that they would be successful in the end. And they were. Looking back on it, now we know. And John Adams celebrated the day, commemorated the day, by saying it, I believe this date, he was writing a letter to his wife. He says, I believe this date will be commemorated by future generations with pomp and parade, with shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations, meaning fireworks, from one end of this continent to the other, from this time forward forevermore. And so it is. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time. I would like to call up my assistant, my wife, Eileen McFadden. We're going to now replace the flag with a new one. And would everyone stand, please, as we lower the flag?
At this time, like to ask our Girl Scout Troop 1106 to lead us in God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Thank you. I'd just like to introduce Grace Papa. She's our receiver of taxes. I didn't see her before. At this time, we're going to start the ceremonial bell ringing led by our American Legion.
Good morning. Welcome to the town of Mount Pleasant and happy 4th of July to everyone. I'm Grace Papa, receiver of taxes. Just want to send my best out to everyone and enjoy this lovely day. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. So excited to be here at Mount Pleasant Pool on this beautiful 4th of July. Thank you to all our residents who made this pool possible 20 years ago. Actually, 21 years ago. And think how lucky we are to have the most beautiful pool in Mount Pleasant and the most beautiful pool in the county. Thank you again for coming out to support all of our residents, but especially our veterans. And to our veterans that made this day so special, because of you, I am who I am, and I have had the choices and the freedoms to live the way I want to. Thank you for all you've done for our country, and happy 4th of July to all the residents of the town of Mount Pleasant.
Happy 4th of July, Mount Pleasant. We're here at the Mount Pleasant Community Center and Town Pool. It's a beautiful day. We're here to remember Independence Day and why it's so important for our nation. It really represents the unity of our country and people coming together despite some differences. It's an important day. We hope that you remember it. We hope that you enjoy it with your loved ones. Again, happy 4th of July.
Hi, Mount Pleasant. Happy 4th of July. We have a beautiful day here at the town pool. I'm very blessed to be here with all of my friends on the town board and the town government, as well as my son, Jonathan. This is a really important day for our town because it's important that we all remember the history of our country and how we got to be able to enjoy all these wonderful freedoms that we have today, old and young. It's important that we all remember. So hope you enjoy the day, and we hope we see you here at the town pool.
Good afternoon, Mount Pleasant. I'm Councilman Dennis McCarthy. I'm proud to be here with everyone from our community. I want to thank the Boy Scouts, the American Legion, the Lions Club, all the community groups for making this day so special, celebrating our independence on the 4th of July. That's what makes our community. I'm proud to be your councilman. I'm proud to continue being your councilman and serve this community. Happy 4th of July to everyone in Mount Pleasant, your families and loved ones, and celebrate and enjoy this wonderful day. Thank you.
Hi everyone, happy 4th of July. It's so great to see so many people at our annual bell ringing ceremony. It's a beautiful day. Our seniors are enjoying themselves. Our kids are having a grand time in the pool, and this is a tradition that we started in the late 60s, ringing of the bell to honor all our servicemen from 1776 on. It's a pleasure to be here, and I hope everybody has a grand day and remember the purpose of 4th of July. Remember our fallen and our military that are serving now. Have a great day. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to send a little thank you out to the Fallwood Lions Club. We're here at the town pool for 4th of July celebration. It's a beautiful day, and it looks like we're going to have a beautiful turnout. But the Fallwood Lions Club has been serving hot dogs, working with the Mount Pleasant Recreation Department for probably over 30 years. So I just want a little thank you to go out to the Fallwood Lions Club for all the years of service that they have provided to the town of Mount Pleasant. Thank you.